City of Miami Internal Affairs.
Lorraine, good afternoon, Lorraine. This is Omar.
Good afternoon, Omar.
Lorraine, is Chief Morales there? I need to speak with him, please.
No, Chief Morales is not here. You need to call Central.
What about the Davis? Or no, Diaz. Major Antonio Diaz?
He's not in today. He won't be back for a week or so.
Okay, is he still investigating the case, or what's going on with it? Because I need monetary relief at this point.
I have no idea, sir. I'm just a receptionist.
Yeah, I know. I've been talking to you for years. I feel like you've become one of my best friends, to be honest with you. You remember the first time I walked in there in 2018?
In 20, child, there's been so much going on. I just do remember my name.
Yeah, I know.
I have so much going on.
It's when Alfonso was
You should have
working.
had information pertaining to that already. I'm sure since that time it's been closed. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, does Alfonso still work there?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, because Alfonso, she closed the case, but she shouldn't have closed the case because she closed the case and said that she couldn't determine whether the officer beat me up or if the officer didn't beat me up. And she had pictures of the injuries that the officer caused to my body because they sent the internal affairs to the hospital, an internal affairs detective with the same last name as the officer, Ronnie Rodriguez, who beat me up, who attempted to murder me, actually, because he put me in a chokehold, then he twisted my neck to the right on purpose, tried to break my neck. And then he picked me up and body slammed me onto my left side in front of his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez. And then it was confessed to Leslie Diaz.
Put you on hold. I got another call coming in. You want to call back or you want to be on hold? Because there's nothing I can do.
Well, I spoke with the
All right, hold on, please.
With the supervisor.
currently, right now, I'm super busy. I'm trying to get out some information to the other detectives, and I have some requests I need to fulfill. So if you want to call back on tomorrow, feel free.
Okay. Did they receive the release
Sir,
of the release of medical?
Omar, I don't have any answers for you. I got a ton of work that I need to complete. I'm not a detective. You're going to have to speak with a detective.
Okay, yeah, because I spoke with Detective Kane Dolce in the beginning of the report of the police officer attempting to murder me. I noticed that he sent a picture, I mean a shirt with his company logo, Dolce Enterprises, to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. They took a picture with it. So that was a nice gesture, but I didn't get monetary relief though.
Okay, Omar, I have some other things that I need to do. I cannot continue this conversation with you. There's nothing I can do. I have loads of work that I have to get out.
Right.
And I can't get it out with you on the phone.
Right. Yeah. I'm just clarifying some things to make sure because, it's taking entirely too long. They have the pictures.
Right,
they have the pictures of the injuries on my body.
Have to call back. Have a blessed day. Okay.
Call you back, you said?
No, don't call me back because I cannot do anything for you. You're gonna have to speak with a detective.
Okay. What number should I call?
Okay, currently I don't have anybody. Okay, so you can call back tomorrow and there should be someone in the office to assist you.
Okay, and then should I just tell them that I signed the medical release of records documentation so they could obtain the pictures of the injuries?
I don't have any answers. Once again, I'm not a detective. When you speak to them, they'll be able to answer all of your questions.
Okay. Would it be easier if I were just to go there in person from Tallahassee? I'm in Tallahassee. I mean, I could take a flight to Miami and speak with someone in person. Does that make it easier?
No, you're going to. Either way, they will be able to help you over the phone.
Okay.
Address your issues, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
There's no one here right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right?
All right. What time should I call tomorrow?
You can call back anytime after 9 a.m.
Okay. And do I ask for somebody specifically, or I just identify myself?
Just give us a call back, and we'll forward you to who's ever available. Okay.
Okay. Tell them to try to get the major involved, Major
All
Diaz.
Right. Sir, have a nice day. Okay.
All right. Thank you. The time now is 3:33 p.m. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2023. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Miami-Dade County Clerk of the Court and Comptroller's Office. This is your clerk, Juan Fernandez Barquin. To ensure we provide you with the best service possible, please listen carefully to the following options and make your selection for the service you need so we can help. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Para información en español, diga español o presione el 1.
If your call is in reference to a traffic citation, please call 305-275-1111. If your call is in reference to a parking citation, please call 305-275-1133. Please note that the Civil Interactive Voice Response now has a new number, 786-29-CIVIL. That's 786-292-4845. The Criminal IVR also has a new number, 786-971-CRIM. That's 786-971-2746. Tell me in a few words, how can I help you? You can say family, or press 1 for family, probate, divorce and domestic violence information. Say marriage license, or press 2. Recording, or press 3. Juvenile, or press 4. Other, or press 5 for additional areas. To repeat this information, say repeat or press 8. To end this call, please hang up. Please speak or enter your selection now. I'm sorry, I didn't detect a response from you.
Administrative
Please speak
Office
or
of
enter
the
your
Courts.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize that option. Please try again.
I need to speak with the Administrative Office of the Courts.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize that option. Please try again. I didn't recognize that option. I'm sorry.
You have reached the chambers of the Honorable Judge Spencer Ike, Circuit Civil Division 11. Please leave a message and provide your name, number, case number, and your call will be returned. Thank you.
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. My case number is 18-297-55CA31. I'm still injured from this case. This case involves Officer Ronnie Rodriguez from the City of Miami Police Department, badge number 42511. On August 7th, 2018, he attempted to murder me. He put me in a chokehold, and then he twisted my neck to the right on purpose, attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and body slammed me onto my left side. And then he arrested me and falsified the police report and said he arrested me and then Baker acted me and took me to the hospital because I was walking into traffic. He lied on the police report, and when he attempted to murder me on August 7th, 2018, he did that in front of his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364 from the City of Miami Police Department, and then a PRI officer named Leslie Diaz from the City of Miami Police Department arrived, and he immediately walked up to Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, and said, "Why did you beat him up?" Officer Ronnie Rodriguez ended up yelling at him and said, "Man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the SHIT out of him some more." PRI Officer Leslie Diaz then told Officer Ronnie Rodriguez to transport me to the Jackson Memorial Hospital. That is where Officer Ronnie Rodriguez transported me and then took the handcuffs off of me and then left. And I called 911 from the hospital, and they sent the internal affairs detective, Eric Rodriguez, with the same last name as Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, the officer who attempted to murder me. Internal Affairs Detective Eric Rodriguez took pictures of the injuries on my body. He took pictures of several fresh wounds that were caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez when he attempted to murder me in front of his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, on August 7, 2018, on the corner of 3rd and 7th in downtown Miami in front of Publix, behind the soccer field. I'm still injured, and I need monetary relief at this point. I have tried to do everything I possibly could since the day that the Honorable Judge Spencer Ike said he's willing to consider monetary relief in this case for me. And then the City of Miami Attorney's Office was supposed to call me so we could schedule some kind of outpatient therapy and evaluations so I could obtain monetary relief. They didn't call me, and at that time...
You have 15 seconds of recording time left.
At that time, I was only able to afford uninhabitable rental properties, and those people that were there, they were harassing me, and they purposely made me sick. And then the coronavirus pandemic happened, and I had to run away and move to Tallahassee, Florida for my safety. Time now is...
Your message has exceeded the recording time allowed.
Time now is 3:46 p.m. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2024. This is going to conclude the voicemail that I left for the Honorable Judge Spencer Eig and his judicial assistant, Mrs. Varela Wong Yanet, in room DCC 414, phone number 305-349-7131, address 73 West Flagler Street, Miami, Florida 33130, at the Dade County Courthouse, section CA11, Circuit Civil Division. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Verify your identity. I'd like to send a consent notification to your Apple device. Apple support.
Para español, oprima 9.
Calls are recorded for evaluation to train personnel and improve contact center technologies. To securely verify your identity, I'd like to send a consent notification to your Apple devices. Do I have your permission to do that?
Yes.
Okay, I've sent the message. I see you called recently about one of our products. Is that the same product you're calling about today?
Yes.
Thanks. I'm looking up the details. After you're finished with the advisor, can we text you a link to a brief survey? Carrier rates may apply.
Yes.
I see you're calling from a number ending in 8586. Is that the mobile phone where you'd like us to text a link to the survey?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll send you a message for the survey in a moment. Apple's warranty coverage is in addition to your rights provided by consumer law. Warranty, privacy policy, and privacy rights information are available at apple.com/legal. I'll transfer you now.
What are they trying to cover up, a procurement scam?
Please hold for an Apple.
Thanks for calling Apple Care Tech Support. My name is Daniel. Can I get your name, please?
Daniel, my name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. It shows that I have a lot of memory left on my iPhone. It says 407.1 gigabytes of 1.02 terabytes used. So there's a lot of free space on my phone. I don't know why it's malfunctioning. Let me just take a screenshot and make sure so I don't lose track of anything. So I'm trying to document some exhibits of evidence for a police brutality case that I'm injured from. I've got the audio recording in my audio recordings section on my phone on the app from Apple, and then there's an option where you press share, and then it'll share it to iMovies, the iMovie app from Apple, to where you could like save it in the form of a video. But it's not going to the app when I press share, and then when I try to save the file itself, so I could just open the file from the iMovie app itself automatically, and it puts it into the iMovie so I could save the video. It's not saving the file either. So why is that?
What's it telling you?
It's not telling me anything. It's when I, for example, when I press save to files, right? When I try to save the audio file, the audio recording, when I press save to files, there's like a white screen that covers the screen of my phone, and then it drops down. It's like as if it's opening a screen for me to save the file, but it's just closing the screen right away. It's not saving anything, or it's not indicating a way to save it.
Okay. make sure I understand correctly. I think you're trying to save an audio recording you have on here to an iMovie video file. And save that. Is that correct?
Either or. I'm either option is not working. Like, you know, like for example, if you have an audio recording file on your iPhone, you could share it to the iMovie app, so you could save it in the form of a video, right?
Right.
Or you could open the iMovie app, create a movie, and then once you have the create a movie option open on the iMovie app, you could attach the audio recording to the iMovie app, so you could save it in the form of a video. You understand?
Right.
And then add
So let me
pictures
ask
and
you this
stuff
on
like
here.
that.
So what is it we're trying to do? You're trying to save an audio recording as a video file, or?
Again, I have an audio recording file
Right.
saved on my phone, right?
Uh-huh.
On the audio recording app that's on iPhones. So
Right.
I'm trying to save the file, and it's not saving to my files, nor is it sharing to iMovie for me to save it in the form of a video.
Okay, so when you export the audio recording, I assume it's through the voice memos app. Is that correct?
Voice memos app, yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. So you're trying to save it from voice memos to a file on the computer, or on the phone, I should say, in the Files app on here. Is it
Yes.
not giving you what happens when you try to do that?
It doesn't work.
Okay. So no error message, no strange behavior or anything, it just doesn't work, or?
The strange behavior is a white screen lifts up and then it just drops down again. Like, for example, if I were to press save file, it would lift up a screen and then it would have options of what folder to save it in. And if I want to name the file or name the folder specifically whatever the recording is for or about, or what type of PDF or whatever, so I don't lose track of the file, or it's easier for me to find it when I need to find it. It doesn't have that screen. It just has the screen as if it's attempting to go to that screen, but it's just a white screen that goes up and it goes back down.
Do you mind if I do a quick screen share on here to kind of get an idea of what's going on, what's happening?
I do, but if it'll help, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Okay. All right. Just to let you know, this will allow me to see what you're seeing on the screen, but I won't be able to control the device, and then since the material will be automated masked by your system.
Say that again.
I'll be able to see what you're seeing on the screen, but I won't be able to control the device. Also, any sensitive material will be automatically masked by our system.
You said automatically what?
Masked. So it basically blanks our screen out. So if you have anything comes up with like credit card numbers, passwords, or anything like that, it'll typically just mask our screen. We won't be able to see what's happening at that point. So it's been removed.
Well, my phone is full of federal exhibits of evidence for high-profile attempted murder cases and reoccurring violations of 18 United States Code SS1513, the retaliating against a victim, witness, or informant statute, reoccurring violations of statute 766.110, the healthcare liability statute. There's so many different high-profile cases, but I doubt it's anything that, what's the word that you said? Masked, what?
Sensitive materials.
It's definitely sensitive materials, but it's not something that, like, for example, a credit card number or something.
It's just, okay. Well, so we'll try and limit this at least to kind of get a better understanding of what's happening, so that hopefully it can help resolve the issue itself on here. So, all right. So what we're looking at now, I assume this is the voice memos app, is what you're looking at right now, right?
Yeah. So the voice memos app. You see how I have it saved or labeled. It says 1, 2, 3, right?
That's correct.
For 3 different files. The first file says internal affairs exhibits of evidence. So, for example, I'll press the 3 dots. I press share, right, and then it'll pull up the where I want to share it to, right, and then iMovies
Right.
is one of the options. So I press iMovie, but it doesn't do anything. And then when I press the 3 dots again to save to files, it just pulls up a white screen and the white screen drops down again. You see that?
Now, I noticed when you hit share, there was an option to save to files, I believe, through there.
Yeah, so I just did that, and I'll do it again, and the white screen pops up and drops down. Watch. So I pressed save to files, the white screen popped up and fell back down. You see it?
Right. Okay. Do you have a copy of these files elsewhere? Do you have them saved or backed up?
I don't know. I mean, does it do that automatically, or?
If you have either iCloud synchronization for voice memos turned on, or you have it set to do an iCloud backup, that'll also back it up to that way as well. Well, the main reason I asked on here is that one thing I can see on here, and I don't know if it would be a big difference on here, but it could be a playing factor in this on here, is that it is showing on here that there is a software update available for the device. Our system is showing that this device on here currently is running iOS 16.6.1. The latest for your iPhone, I believe, should be 17.4.1.
17 is 4.41. So I need to update my software on the phone. That's why it's not working.
And that would be a big suggestion in this case on here. A lot of times, bug fixes or software updates will come with like bug fixes, security updates, new features, stuff like that. But the key thing we're looking at that as being a potential solution on here is the bug fixes itself. If this is something that's known as an issue within the Voice Memos app itself on here, it may have been resolved in a future software update that you haven't installed yet.
So it doesn't say that, though. Like when I go to settings and when I click on, where it says the my name, where it has my name and my iCloud information, all that. Like, for example, you see where it says Apple ID suggestions, it says 2, right?
Right.
So when I click on that, it says iPhone not backed up. It's been 2 weeks since the last backup for this iPhone iCloud number 2 at gmail.com. And then it says update payment information. It doesn't say anything about, what is it? What was the word you said?
Software update.
Software update, yeah. And then here it says update Apple ID settings, and it says number 1. So when I click on that, it says update Apple ID settings. Some account services require you to sign in again. And then it says finish setting up your iPhone, and then it says number 1. When I click on that, it just says finish setting up your iPhone. Get the most out of your iPhone with features like Apple ID, Siri, Face ID, and Apple Pay. And then that's all it says. It doesn't say update or software update or any of that stuff.
There are a few instances, it's not too often we see this on here, but sometimes the device can skip getting the notification that there is a software update available. That being the case on here, you can manually check to see if there is one by going to Settings, General, and then Software Update.
Okay. So I'm checking now. It says automatic updates on. Download iOS updates toggle is on. Install iOS updates toggle is on. Automatically install software updates overnight after they have been downloaded. You'll receive a notification before updates are installed. Your iPhone must be charging and connected to Wi-Fi to complete the update. Well, that could be a problem because I don't have Wi-Fi, nor could I afford it. I'm on Social Security disability income, and I'm on food stamps and government Medicaid health insurance. It's like,
okay.
I'm like penny pinching and trying to literally sacrifice meals, food, just so I could be able to afford my necessary living necessities like my rent, my electricity, my water, and food, and washing clothes, and just my necessary living necessities at the least. So I'm gonna download this manually, right?
Yep,
Download.
you'll hit download and install.
Okay. Terms and conditions. Okay. Send by email. Okay. 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 So it says update requested. So it's gonna download from there, right?
Correct. So it's basically sending notifications to the Apple servers that you need to, or you're requesting to download the update. Once the Apple servers receives the request, they'll send that request down to the iPhone to actually download the update, and then it should install it.
Okay.
And then what we would say is after that software update is installed on here, we tested it further by trying to share the file again and see if you still have the same exact issues. Hopefully at that point in time, though, the software update would fix the issue at that point.
Okay. How long does it usually take for it to download?
There's a couple of factors that will depend on basically how long it's been since the update will determine like how big the file is itself on here. Also your internet connection speed as well. So, but generally it'll give you an estimated time once it actually starts to download.
Okay. All right. And then if it's not updated, I'm noticing I have, it says coverage on my phone. It says Apple Care Plus with theft and loss expires July 5th, 2025. So if it's not updated, if the software is not updated, do I lose the Apple Care Plus with theft and loss?
No. You still have the Apple Care will still apply itself on here. It's just part of our resolution process for most any software issues itself on here. Is the first thing we're going to do is recommend updating the device itself on here.
Okay. And then on July 5th, 2025, I just have to renew the Apple Care Plus with theft and loss, right?
Correct.
Okay. And how much do I have to pay?
So at that point in time on here, I believe you would be going through the monthly plan. Let me take a look to see what that cost would be here.
I remember they told me just to pay like a one-time payment, and then it covers all the coverage for like an extensive period of time.
Yeah, that would be 2 years from date of purchase on here. Once that expires, though, you would not be eligible for the one-time payment. It would be monthly payments after that if you're wanting to continue with coverage. For the iPhone, see, this is an iPhone 14, is that correct?
It's an iPhone 14 Pro Max.
That's okay.
Oh God!
I think it would be this one. So it's looking like I believe it would be $13.49 per month.
$13.49 per month. So $13.49, and that covers Apple Care Plus with theft and loss.
That's correct.
Oh, so it's cheaper that way, right? Or
well, you typically the one-time cost on here, I believe you pay $269. So you have to work out what $13.49 per month times 24 months would be overall cost to see what that would come out to be.
so you said I paid $269 for 2 years of coverage.
Correct.
269 divided by 24 months. 24. So that is $11.20 approximately.
Yeah.
So you said the new price is $13.49
Correct.
times
Over 24 months. So if you
24. So that is $323.76. Also, the price went up.
Correct.
So 323.76 minus 269.
That's $54.
So it went up $54.76.
Correct.
Well, it's worth it. I mean, it covers everything on the phone, right? Like if your phone gets damaged or anything like that, or somebody steals it, it's covered, right?
That's correct.
All right. Yeah. Well, I guess it's worth it. I mean, I've got a lot of important stuff on my phone, and I need to fully recover. And the only way I'll be able to fully recover is by obtaining monetary relief. And the exhibits of evidence I have on my phone is what I need to clearly and convincingly prove my complaint. And that is what anybody, any victim, plaintiff, pro se, indigent, litigant needs in any court in the United States of America to be able to obtain monetary relief. So it's important. So the $54.76 increase is well spent from my perspective. I just need to figure out why this thing is not sharing to my iMovies. I'm hoping it's just a software update issue. Let me see if it's finished updating yet. Says 36 minutes remaining. Okay. So if now it says 38 minutes remaining. So if it's not if when it finishes updating the software, right? If it doesn't fix the problem, what could the problem be?
Well, that's a good question. That's something we'll probably have to evaluate once we do the software update to see if the issue is still persisting and see what if anything the behavior's changed. So likely, I mean, it sounds like it's an issue with the voice memos app, and that software update doesn't fix the issue, then maybe uninstalling and reinstalling the voice memo app itself on here would also be a possible resolution.
So if I delete the voice memos app and then download it again, is it gonna erase all the recordings and stuff on my phone?
Well, that's where we of course want to make sure that information is backed up beforehand, and likely either synchronized with iCloud or something to that regard. So that's why we kind of want to go through this step first to hopefully try to get this issue resolved itself.
Okay. Huh, interesting. Wow, man, I've got a lot of evidence on my phone, man.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it's not saving because I gave the voice memo a title or something?
I don't think that's the case.
Oh wow, it is. Look, I just. Oh my god. Like, okay, you see where it says new recording 215?
Right.
From Wednesday? I didn't save any name or title under that recording as a specific identifying name that recording. I just left it as new recording 215. And when I press share to iMovie, it automatically goes to iMovie.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the cost of it. It shouldn't be the reason for it. Whether you save it the name itself on here or not, or change the name, it should still be able to share it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's weird, right? Isn't that weird?
It is. It is.
Like, see, look, I'm gonna try to share the specific file that I gave a title to iMovie, and it's not working. So let me try to do this. Let me copy the name that I wrote on the voice memo and then write it somewhere on my phone. What is this? New invoice, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. People trying to scam me all day long with these fake invoices. So, okay, so I copied and pasted the title of the voice memo. Now I'm going to delete the name the title on the voice memo, right? And
right.
I think it's a new recording 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh no, wait, I think that's the 13 minutes, 31 seconds. That's new recording 227. New recording 227. Recording 227. Okay. So I gave it the same name that it originally had. Now let me try to share it. It shared. Daniel, we fixed it.
Could it be something to do? Is there like maybe a character in the saving in the file name that was the problem?
I don't know. Like, okay, this is the name here. It says because there's three different voice memos attached to this specific exhibit of evidence that I want to save all in one place. You understand? So it says 1, Internal Affairs, Exhibits of Evidence, August 7, 2018, City of Miami Police Brutality, Attempted Murder by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, case that injured me and I'm still injured. 3:35 p.m. Monday, April 15, 2024, Tallahassee, Florida. 13 minutes and 31 seconds. Phone number 305-835. Phone number 8. Phone number 3.
All of that file name is the file name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because I don't forget what the file is, the voice memo is, without having to sit there and listen to it all over again. It gives me like a panic attack having to think about it more than once.
Right. I'm wondering then if that's a long title or a long name for a file itself on here. I'm wondering if that could be part of the problem.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that's that could be. So what I could do is I could wait until I send the file to iMovies, right? And then give the voice memo a name. But I was just trying. Usually what I would do is I would immediately send the voice memo to iMovies and save it in the form of a video, and then I would go back to the voice memos and put a title on the name of the voice memo, or sometimes I would just leave it as new recording and then whatever number that recording was. But this particular today, I decided to give the voice memo a name before I put it on iMovies, thinking that that's just the right thing to do, so I don't lose track of the voice memo without having to listen to it several times and find out what voice memo that is. But it didn't work how it usually works, so now I know to just send the voice memo to iMovies before I actually put a title on the voice memo that I'm sending to iMovies. But yeah, like you said, though, is there any kind of thing that it says on your screen about the voice memos having a long name or specific names in the voice memo as a title that makes it difficult to send to iMovie to save as a video or save to a file?
Nothing that I've seen in past experience on here.
Interesting. Well, at least we fixed the problem. Thank you, Daniel. Is there anything I could do for you?
No, nothing at all. I'm just glad we could get that resolved for you here.
Me too, man. Thank you, Daniel. The time now is 4:27 p.m. Today's Monday, April 15, 2024, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Happy to help out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again. Bye.
No problem. You have a good day.
Same to you.
What's up, bro?
Hey, good to see you again, man.
How you been, man?
I've been hanging in there as apparently everyone else could see. I need to hand deliver a copy of the original motion to the Office of the Administration of the Courts. Is this the correct place? This is a document regarding a lawsuit against the Miami-Dade courthouse. Now, I have to hand deliver a furnished copy. I have to hand deliver and furnish this document to the proper personnel that I'm suing, which is the Office of the Administration of the Courts. So, my understanding is that the Office of the Administration.
My understanding, we never take any documents over here. I know.
Have you guys ever been sued before?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, well, this is something probably that's new to you. Do you have a supervisor here?
Yeah. Give me a second. You want to take a seat, man?
Are you the supervisor now?
He's getting there.
I'm gonna get it right now.
May I ask you if you work in the administration office of the court?
Actually, he's getting the supervisor. So just wait for him right
Do you work in the administration office of the courts also?
Not for the department you're talking about.
Purposely misleading me to purposely delay the process of me being able to file these necessary documents in a timely manner.
station. Yeah.
You work for the news station.
Yeah.
Do you have a card?
I don't think I have. I don't have any. I don't have phone number right now.
You have a phone number?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's 954-553-8113. What do you do?
I'm a victim of police brutality, and a victim of retaliation to exercise my legal rights, and 2 police brutality cases, as well as retaliation for exercising my legal rights, and 5 different federal matters that I filed suit against.
Well, you know what? Let me got somebody that may want to talk to you. You're doing it on camera?
I have everything documented on camera, including the entire case, every case.
We got a show on NBC called Voices. People like yourself. Got on the card. Just anyway, 954-553-8113. Yeah, that's it. Mark, M-A-R-K, Thompson. I went out to forward you. So just text me. Well, let me give you my email, because if you send in an email form, I can forward it to the people who. Mark, M-A-R-K, dot Thompson, THOMPSON, at NBCUNI.com. So send me an email. Send me an email with all the info, and I'll forward it to the people who may get in contact with you. You know what I mean? To hear what the story is. All right, that's good. All right.
You work at the manager's office building? Yeah, they got me running around currently from the 17th floor to the 18th floor, back to the 9th floor, because,
I think you were serving a subpoena or something like that?
Right. Specifically the document that had to be brought to the attention of the administration officer of the courts.
Correct.
Right. So I went to the 17th floor, and they said that they moved to the 18th floor.
Okay.
So I went to the 18th floor, and they said they have no idea what I'm talking about, just blatant lie. Then they said, so I went back to the 17th floor. The lady said the supervisor's not there, and to just leave the document on the floor underneath the door. No, I wasn't going to do that. So then, and they should change your story twice. So I was like really skeptical about that. Now, then I was instructed to go back to the 9th floor.
Are you getting names of individuals you're speaking with? You may want to do that when you talk. Remember I told you we all wear, well, the county does, but get names of who you're speaking with when you talk. So next time you come back, you say, well, I spoke to blah, blah, blah. She said she worked here, I'm coming here. You know, names are so important. And make sure you date everything in the time.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
But you need to know when you move from fourth floor.
Who I'm talking to.
Yes, that's important.
Thank you, ma'am.
gonna come right now, the supervisor.
Thank you. I just had to get my bag before they closed. I didn't want them to.
Oh, yeah, left you somewhere?
Yeah, I got my bag full of legal documents. I was worried they were gonna close the course before I got back downstairs. Yeah. Okay, file motion to change name of the defendant to the correct name of the defendant and case number. Okay, and then, so I did that. Filed the motion, filed a notice of hearing. Notice of hearing is April 22nd, 2019, 9 a.m. with Judge Carlos Guzman, room 412. And then the motion to change the name of the defendant to the correct name. Okay, you have the original document, the original stamp. And I certify that the original of this motion was filed with the court. I did that, and a true and correct copy has been furnished by hand to the proper people, which are the administration office of the courts. 73 West Flagler Street, Miami, Florida, 33133, 3130.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, ma'am. I need. Are you the supervisor here?
I'm.
One of the supervisors.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I need to hand furnish a copy of this document and bring it to the administration office of the courts. From my understanding, it's there on the 9th floor.
Yeah, let me see what this is real quick. Motion to change. File with the court. Hand to. I don't know that this comes here.
And then this is the notice of hearing. Just a copy for yourself as well.
And you went to the clerk's office. You provide a copy to the clerk?
Well, the clerk has a copy on the docket.
Right, the original.
And then I furnished a copy from my records for the opposing party as well.
Right. But I don't know that this goes to the AOC.
This specific lawsuit, this case number, was supposed to be filed originally against the administration office of the courts, not Miami-Dade Courthouse, because from what the court services stated here, the summons was not served to the Miami-Dade Courthouse at 73 West Flagler Street. Because no such person, entity, or business as Miami-Dade Courthouse plaintiff contact via telephone, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
So I had to change the, I had to ask.
All right, so you want to give it to the AOC. All right, so the office that accept this would be the general counsel office, so I don't know if that's here, might be right across the street, but let me just call them to confirm. Yeah,
because what happened was the lawsuit that I filed against the Miami-Dade Courthouse, when you file lawsuits in regards to these specific matters, for this specific matter that I filed the lawsuit originally, that specific matter is not supposed to be versus the Miami-Dade Courthouse. It's supposed to be versus the administration office of the courts,
right?
Because they're the people who are responsible for that specific incident that took place at the courthouse.
Okay, let me make a copy so I can see if I can direct you where you need to drop this off.
That copy's for you. I make.
No, I'm saying we don't accept the service. I want to direct you. It might be across the street. I'm going to check with our general counsel. I'm going to hold on one second.
When did they pick up the mail already? Check as he came out the gate, but check with him. I'll go in there. Yes.
Yeah. So I called over to our general counsel, the attorney for the court. They're right across the street. So you just go to the 30th floor and you leave that copy with them.
Okay.
You go get off on the 30th floor. There's a phone on the wall. It's called general counsel's office, and you just dial the number there, and they'll either tell you to leave it there for them, or they'll come and get a copy. They'll come and get this from you.
Okay, and they need the original stamp. Not the,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not taking anything because I know they're the ones that need to take it. So whatever you need to leave with them.
Okay, so then, what is their address?
It's they're across the street. They're across the street. Yeah, 175.
The family building, right?
Yeah.
Well, 175 Northwest First Avenue.
Northwest First Avenue, and they're on the 30th floor. Yeah. So that's where the attorney, like, our boss has an office in each building, and that's why you're here. But the attorney for our office, our boss, is in that building, and they're the ones that get all the legal papers for
The
lawsuits.
counsel for this.
The counsel for all the court,
I understand.
all AOC court.
And you said that's on the 30th floor?
30th floor. When you get off the elevator, you're gonna go to the end of the hall, and you're gonna pick up the phone and dial the general counsel number listed there,
Okay.
and they'll give you the instructions on where to leave it.
Okay.
All right? This was just the copy. You can have it back if you want.
Would you like a copy?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
You're gonna give it to the right person, so that's
Okay.
all right. Thank you.
You're
You have an
very
extra
welcome.
copy.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you, sir, for your help. What do they think? That's gonna make me lose or something? These people lost their mind.